What?
I'm curious.
Just imagine yourself naked.
I'm pretty sure the expression is to imagine the audience naked.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I gotta put my clothes back on.
Jeff, come on, get out of here, man. Well, welcome to the annual JP2 Senior Follies, given to you by the class of 2022 and yours truly.
To start us off, we have a pretty fabulous dance being performed by some of JP2's biggest jocks.
It's out with the old, in with the new. Goodbye, clouds of gray, hello, skies of blue. A dip in the pool, a trip to the spa, and the stays in my shades. The whole world according to moi. Excuse me. Thank you. Stephen Paul.
Oh my god, that was awful. Fabulous. More like, pray that we never have to see us that again. How many ago?
Yeah, we're literally in And coming up, we have an announcement by Sar Carl. Carol the First.
But first, we will be giving out our first teacher awards of the night.
All right, for our first teacher awards, we have Miss Adams with most likely to watch a movie as a class punishment.
Miss Adamski for most likely to start an underground pizza selling ring.
Miss Allen with most likely to break your eardrums over the
Miss Anderson for most likely to give you a paragraph of information when you just needed to know the date.
Miss Andrzejewski with most likely to tell all of her family's secrets while just being out.
And Mr. Blandick for most likely to be a baller.
And now, Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
Well, I am Tsar Carol the First of the Fur Empire, and I am here to tell you. The Fur Empire seeks to create a world in which excellent young men and women will thrive, through careers in military strategy. All right, gentlemen, I've called you together here to assemble a War Council meeting to discuss our latest developments in the war. Nicholas, increase taxes in order to fund the war.
Yes, sir. 99% of our funds are going to defense.
Good. Vice Admiral Shao, how's the Navy doing?
Overall good. We've had recent disruptions in our naval supply chain, but the increased production from the mines, we're getting back on track.
Good. Danny the Wise.
The Army's conquering, Carl.
That's good. That's the Tsar to you. Marshal Yarkov.
Our goal is to conquer the whole world, sir.
General Good, how's the Air Force doing?
So far, the Air Force is going quite well, and as he said, the mines are allowing us to have great fuel.
We need to increase production, as always. And Vice Chancellor Johnson?
Dissenters have been rounded up, put into the mines, and altogether silenced.
All right. We need to keep working with Minister of Labor Remy Patin to enforce these regulations. Let's adjourn this meeting for now. Thank you, gentlemen. Long-term financial planning.
In the Fur Empire, 100% of the revenue is generated by taxes, and our system works as follows. Our system follows a bell curve, where we tax heavily on the poor. We also tax heavily on the rich. The middle class? Leave them alone. So in the end, we get rich, and all the citizens become poor.
And judicial proceedings.
Here is a list of rebels who have disturbed the peace. I'll get right on it.
The Fur Empire is ready to create a life for you. As a long-term patron of the arts, music, literature, and talents of every kind, there are infinite possibilities for exploration and discovery.
The Fur Empire is a majestic thing that will be forever eternal and shall be forever kind. There is nothing wrong with the Fur Empire. Go Fur Empire.
The hour is now, and adventure awaits. Only one question remains. Who's absent? Is it you?
Carl, thank you for that. Huh. This just in. The front office has a couple of announcements they'd like us to share.
These students need to report to the front office for violating school policy. Kipton Walker, your hair is too long. Please cut it for the love of God.
Patrick Grillier, who told you that you could wear black Air Forces? It's making us feel unsafe.
Whoever keeps on making shrines to Roderick and Danny DeVito in the girls' bathroom, please cut it out.
Mandy Anderson, please stop rolling your skirt. We get it.
Angela Winter Jr., did you really think a Band-Aid would cover up those earrings?
Nicholas Brewis, maybe can we not bring fish to school?
Victor Malone, it's time to snip those dreads.
Josh Ortega, stop using your long arms to steal snacks from the vending machine.
Carter James, Please drive like a normal human being.
And again, Mr. Malone, please put a shirt on under your school jacket.
This is not a student, but Mr. Johnson, please cut your hair. It's getting to the point where we can almost see it.
And lastly, Todd Boo, stop wearing your mask uniform to school dances.
And that's all for announcements, folks. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay, Mr. Berg, most likely to mute Todd on a Zoom call.
Coach Burks, most likely to get derailed and forget we had a test to take.
Miss Cashin, most likely to cash out.
Senora Crystal, most likely to ask all the Spanish kids, you sure you don't want to do Spanish too?
Mr. Cicerelli, most likely to have the best credit score, 0.
Miss Cobb, most likely to be more focused on you turning in your scholarships and acceptances and your ACT score.
Miss Davis, most likely to be so well dressed that students can't focus on school.
And finally, Miss Dodds, with most likely to use students for manual labor.
I think we were all pretty skeptical of Coach. Where did he come from? He's always calling me brother all the time. Are any of his stories true, and why is he just repeating them over and over again?
Now, a couple years ago, I witnessed a nasty car wreck, brothers. It was disgusting. I saw a child. He was wedged under 4 cars. Now, I got out of my car. I run up to the car. I'm hopped up on adrenaline, okay? Steroid is one heck of a drug, brothers. Now, I grabbed all 4 of the cars, and I lifted them off the child, and I grabbed the child. I had to sprint 18 miles straight to the nearest hospital. I had to jump over a 10-foot tall wall, but I got there. Now, I was faster than Usain Bolt on steroids, and I'm telling you, that is what you call high-risk activity.
I remember when I met Coach Hagan, I was so confused at everything he was saying.
Wow, I'll fight on the Western Front, Sister Chapel. Whoa, hoping my class was gonna be a breeze, don't you? Well, you better nip it in the bud. You don't want the hay bad, you want the hay good, all right? Clear as mud, right, sister?
Right.
But pretty early on, we realized his vast knowledge and expertise and incredible backstory. He really is just the most interesting PE health teacher in the world.
Coach Haygood is the most interesting PE and health teacher in the world. When he was the dodgeball referee, he made you make the calls.
He's out. I didn't see it, bro. Are you kidding me? He's out. He got hit. Maybe a couple zeros. Change your mind.
When it comes to physical education, textbooks cite him.
And if you don't know your pickleball history, I'm telling you, I'm having visions of your GPA dropping like a reverse shooting star, brothers. I need to know this. Now that is why we're going to watch the Ultimate Frisbee Championship highlights from 1943. It is absolutely crucial to your physical development.
Nutritionists get their food data from him.
Now, brothers, what that salad company will not tell you is the caloric density of the croutons and the ranch. Now, when you start adding the croutons and the ranch, those croutons can add upwards of 150 calories apiece to them salads. And the ranch can add up to 200, 300, 400 calories, one per tablespoon. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, back in the day, I used to be, what do you all call it? Swole? Yoked? Here's a picture. That was me, brothers. That was really me. Now, you will never be getting there with croutons and ranch. Okay? You'll be getting diabetic quicker than you can say Krispy Kreme donuts. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
He discovered the purpose of life after watching the Andy Griffith Show.
Today, class, we'll be discovering the ultimate purpose and meaning of life.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith, with Ronnie Howard. Also starring Don Knopf.
He is the most interesting PE and health teacher in the world.
I don't always eat granola bars, but when I do, I choose Millville Trail Mix granola bars.
Next up for teacher awards, we have Coach Hagen, most likely to smoke the whole class in pickleball.
Next up is Mr. Hill, most likely to use the cameras to find our jackets.
Miss Hicks, most likely to give us a bigger curve on a test than we probably deserve.
Next up is Miss Howard, most likely to give you a 20-page packet on the last day of school.
Mr. Gentleman, most likely to have a student band club.
Next up is Mr. Johnson with, most likely to become a
Miss Kang, most likely to never, and I mean never, get a master key to the school.
Next up is Mr. Kinslow with, most likely to be the best boxer at JP2.
And lastly, Mr. Kitchen, most likely to have beef with the math. You know what I'll miss most about JP2, Ryan?
What is that, Jack?
Standing under those Friday night lights.
Yeah, same.
Hanging out with our friends in the student section.
Yep.
And watching our band hit those notes perfectly. Yeah. And just watching our talented football team win.
Yeah, Jack, that didn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anyways, next up we have JP2's finest, fighting over the most eligible bachelor in JP2.
ABC's The Bachelorette.
Hello, and welcome to this year's season of The Bachelorette, where our beautiful bachelorette pursues love at JP2.
Soon, our bachelors will be filing out to make the first good impression.
Dang, I wish I was that bench.
Really feeling my pump today, man. How you doing?
Gosh, you're so strong.
You can feel if you want. Meet me up to school with my cars. That way.
Oh.
What's up, sister? Baby, I know you're out of my league. I know I can't satisfy you emotionally, but you know what I have that most guys don't? Confidence.
Bonjour, mon chéri.
Oh my gosh, you're so romantic.
Just wait till you hear my poetry.
Sweet Jesus.
Oye, ¿quieres mi reina?
¿Qué?
That means you want to be my queen in Spanish.
Only if you can be my king.
Hey, no matter what the time is, you're always fun in my eyes. Hey, speaking of the time, it's about time to tan up the...
Was geht, Süße?
Your Italian is so good. We're moving on to the next round of the Bachelorette, where our Bachelorette will choose 4 bachelors to give roses to.
Michael, I was inspired by your poetry. Roberto, you took my king. Thomas, your pickup line was just too smooth. And Daniel, I just feel something unspoken towards you.
Now that our Bachelorette has chosen her 4 bachelors, we will move on to second dates.
Boom! Checkmate.
My gosh, I love playing chess with you. You're so intelligent.
Death was sweet. Death was gentle. Death was kind. Death healed the bruised spirit and the broken heart and gave them rest and forgetfulness. Death was man's best friend. When man could no longer endure life, death came and set him free.
My God, you're such an intellectual.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
My gosh, that poem makes me want to be with you forever. We're moving on to the final round of the Bachelorette, where the Bachelorette has 2 bachelors fighting over her love. Things are really heating up.
Michael, you continue to make me swoon with your poetry. Daniel, your continued silence, it's so good.
Oh. We're on to the finale. Who will win?
And for the final decision, whichever one of you sings and plays my favorite song, Daniel by Elton John, the best, will receive this last rose.
Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. Oh, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. And Daniel says it's the best place he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Oh, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky.
Sorry I'm late. I got a gift for you. Thanks for meeting up with me. So this is the Joshua. This one's only a single motor. It's only on one shoe, but you can have a dual motor shoe.
And essentially, there's an app that will track your stuff more accurately than the Apple Watch and all the outbound stuff that we're building. This stuff's random stuff.
Take off your shoes. Take off your shoes. I have a gift for you.
Just perfectly. You are my Cinderella!
That's hot. Anyway, what's that movie with like the Joker or something?
You mean that movie we just watched?
No, silly, it's like Batman or something.
Oh yeah, speaking of, coming up we have an exclusive teaser into the Batman 2.
But first, here's more teacher awards.
Alright. Up first, we have Miss Machine, most likely to give you free money.
Next, we have Mr. McManus, most likely to know where the best Philly cheesesteaks are.
Now we have Miss Yearly, most likely to throw an expo marker at a student.
And Mr. Finzel with the biggest rocket award.
Next up, Miss Fleischman, most likely to laugh at any joke.
Ms. Flowers was most likely to finish a lesson exactly on time.
Next, we have Miss Folk, most likely to make friends with the students in ISS.
Dr. Munsterman with most likely to start smoking a cigar.
Miss Neal, most likely to play burner cars in the hall.
And lastly, Miss Olszewski for most likely to keep the office running with a smile on her face.
Friday, May 27th. The school hallways are crowded for the last day of school. Hidden in the chaos is unapproved sweatshirts, pants, etc., sticking out like sore thumbs. But I'm there too, watching. Two years of disciplining have turned me into an unavoidable threat to all those brave enough to break school policy. I must choose my targets carefully. I can't be everywhere. But they don't know where I am. Those cameras we have, they're not just for show. They're a warning for them. Fear is a tool. They think I'm hiding behind those cameras, but I am the camera. Some know me as Lane Hill. Most know me as the darkness, justice, and vengeance.
All right, for the next up this year awards, we have Coach Overstreet with most likely to have the best sense of humor.
Miss Page for most likely to know more about you than you do.
Miss Pittman, most likely to answer a question with no before it's even asked.
Miss Plott, most likely to be a believer, same.
Miss Porter, for most likely to silently judge the theater kids.
Coach Rob, most likely to yell at you one second, then love you the next.
Miss Romay, for most likely to single-handedly take down Amazon.
And Dr. Russell, most likely to be out of town when you need to have him at a meeting.
Alright, so this next part is going to be a top-tier rap performed by some unexpected individuals.
Oh, like... I'm not gonna wave my shots. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not gonna wave my shots. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably should've...
You just shouldn't. You should just let our teachers tell us how to drop some bars.
Okay.
Alright, so pretty much the premise here is that we're gonna go to random teachers and make them freestyle about JP2.
J Money Swag and 22. Hey, this is Johnson on the beat. Get ready cause it's heat. I've got prompts to analyze and bad essays to read. I'll keep it short and sweet since I'm teaching the AP. My students try for fives cause I teach them what they need. And I don't have no cares, throw your hands up in the air. I'm a Walmart Mac Miller, my lines go up like flares. If you don't get the purpose, go back and rework this, because I teach it in my class and you know if you rehearse this.
Rise over, run, that's the slope. I am the limit that you can't approach. Making waves like sine over cosine. State 256 till we hit asymptotes.
My name is John E., taking you back to 83 when I learned anatomy. Out in the hall, looking like 6 feet tall, sitting against the wall, thinking he was hip, was my friend Double Lip. He busted out a line that I didn't think was fine, punched him in the face, and his eyes saw space. That's my line, and I hope you like my rhyme.
I am not a rapper. From poet to pope, Lilith became JP2. First a priest and bishop and attended Vatican II. At 58, he changed his name and moved to Rome. He traversed the world and came back home. Our Lady of Fatima saved him from death. He forgave the shooter and praised Mary in every breath. He updated the catechism and encouraged the youth. He defended the faith and spread the truth. He fought communism and brought down the Berlin Wall. He dialogued with other faiths, one and all. He is our school patron, saint, and guide. And with his help, we are all being sanctified.
Hello, fellow students. My name is Lane. Others may refer to me as Bruce Wayne. But when I'm not running the streets of Gotham, there's kids wearing mismatched socks, so I stop them. Don't mess around with me or you will catch detention. And if you cross that line, your booty's in suspension. Aside from watching all these cameras steal, I'm known from the South as L-A-N-E Hill.
When it comes to sports, I run the show. They call me One Take Matt, but keep that on the low. We play, we practice, the goal is to win. But on our football team this year, they took it on the chin. Boys cross country has won 3 straight, the best in the state, and that's no debate. Girls and boys soccer dominating the area, got the competition looking like they scared of you. Tennis on the map, taking first in state. Shout out to A. Hall, Weathers, and Lauren Grace. This concludes my rhymes. I could have gone on and on. Class of 2022. See you at Von Braun.
This is Ms. Hicks on the track. Just wait for me to drop some facts. I'm going to teach you all a lesson outside of class about rhyme and rhythm and all that jazz. Even though it may appear that I teach go, don't tread on me, cause I'll squash you like a bug. And no, I'm not biased, no libs over pubs. All my students get 5s cause they're #1. Teacher by day, tell them what is true. Producer in the press, producer in the stew. Miss Hicks, out.
My name is Jeremiah, these bars are on fire, and I run this school like Sassa with the choir. I'm making big moves, just wait and see. I'm just starting off, this is only year 3. I'll finish off this track, don't forget to run it back. If you think my verse was whack, you can see me after class.
Get ready for Glenn, I'll make your head spin with my lyrical stunts. I do it on a whim, and my bars just get harder and harder. I'm dropping them like a hot rock in water. When I'm reffing the chord, you best stay slick. Shout out to my boy, it goes by Slick Vic. And these bars aren't the only thing that go hard. They're about as hard as these granola bars. And when I dunk on you, I'll make sure you fall. You don't want to catch a smoke in pickleball. Cause I'm hot on the racket, don't test me, brother. This is Glenn signing off, I'll be back for another.
It's hot here. It's almost as hot as it's going to mass day.
Probably from all that heat that Coach Hagan just dropped, man. Let's go get some water.
Mr. Sasser, most likely to wish you happy birthday when it isn't actually your birthday.
Miss Schaefer, most likely to give students a Starbucks gift card for finding some eggs.
Miss Schobel, most likely to have a vending machine only with chocolate in her office.
Miss Gold, most likely to leave school early to work at Rosie's.
Miss Smith, most likely to make a student have an existential crisis over the game of life.
Miss Taylor, most likely to know all your business. Alright, you ready for this year's lookalikes? Starting with Josh Ortega and Adam Driver, Colin Hines and Princess Diana, Marie Krause and Elle Fanning, Thomas and Allen and the Applejack, Daniel Lawrence and Bradley Cooper, Jess Reese and Alyssa Alberts, and Greg Michael Durant and Mike Durant, Robert and Arthur Shelby, Abigail Lau and Jacqueline, Benjamin Theodos and the Brennan Davis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Mr. Johnson Miller, Mr. Jedlevik and Jerry Seinfeld, Joseph Faust and Hank Green, Matt Morrica and Ross Lynn.
Miss Thompson, most likely to blame everything on the fact that it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Miss Wong, most likely to be sponsored by Yeezys.
Mr. Wazalowski, most likely to laugh at every single joke at High School Musical on stage, even when it's not remotely close to being funny.
Miss Whetstone, most likely to try every flavor of Baskin Robbins.
Miss Weeder, most likely to call out a gold skirt on a random student.
Miss Wright, most likely to kick students out of going to the bathroom before.
Mr. Zieger, most likely to let Josh Ortega take over band.
Were they really showing different people on the slides?
Man, I was about to say the same thing.
You know who some people say I look just like?
Who?
Coach Burke.
You know, I kind of see it, but then I don't. Just stay on straight. And now we pay our respects to our fallen staff throughout our high school careers.
Just one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hold you in my life, will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. There's nothing I feel, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll say forever this way. You are safe in my heart, and my heart will go
Man, that's a lot of teachers, Jack.
No kidding. Now it's time to end the show with a bang.
What was that?
I don't know, probably someone just knocked you over the urinal again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seems like everybody's got a price. I wonder how they sleep at night. When the sale comes first and the truth comes second, just stop for a minute and smile. Everybody look to the left. Everybody look to the right. Can you feel my air? Feel with love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need the money, money, money. We just wanna make the world pay. We care about the price tag. It ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Not about the yeah. We're playing the play. Wanna make the world pay. We care about the price tag. Won't you come feel about me? I'll be alone. Dancing, you know it could be. Tell me your troubles and doubts. Giving me everything inside and out. Don't you forget about me. As we walk on by, will you come around? As we walk on by.
help make tonight happen.
If you participated in the videos or anything, please stand up and be recognized. Also, big thank you and a big round of applause to our tech crew, sound booth, light booth, we couldn't go without them.